Hello, members of the Pride, and welcome back to another episode of Battletech Flashpoint. So, we were on our way to the Flashpoint that was clear across the way, and on our way to that Flashpoint, we got another Flashpoint popped up, because we were on our way here, you remember, and another one popped up right here, and this also is for the Draconis Combine. And so I thought it might be interesting if we were to do one for the Draconis Combine and see what that gets us. And then from there we can go over, take care of the Federated Suns, make back what we're... Oh, actually, this one... this one's gonna lose it for Liao. So we might actually come up ahead on the Draconis Combine. Might be interesting. So anyway, this is the Defector. An agent from the Combine government has gone rogue. He must be prevented from sharing what he knows, and I believe that a mercenary solution is in order. Kill the Defector. You will be rewarded. This is interesting. Now, Draconis Combine is, it's kind of it's a house that is, it's one of the 5 great houses, and it is based very much on Japanese culture. And for a while they were kind of depicted as sort of the villain, but as time went on, we started realizing that they weren't really a villain. Their ways were just a little more brutal than the others, but because their discipline is stronger than others. Their way, it just turned out to be ways were a little different, and they're not really not necessarily good guys, but they're not necessarily bad guys either. So we can kind of take a look at these guys and see what we got here. So Ronald Yamaguchi. Ah, Commander Solaris, we are both busy people, so I won't mince words. I need you to set a lance down on this miserable backwater and ambush a Liao convoy, leaving no survivors. A simple task, yes? I'd go so far as to say this job was beneath you, but I need this kill confirmed by someone I can trust, and your reputation speaks for itself. That's easily within our capabilities. Shugo Yamaguchi. That's Shugo Rialdo Yamaguchi. Oh, that's right. Shugo is a title. Is there anything about this convoy we should know about before we drop? Strictly speaking, no, but I see little harm in telling you why the convoy has to be destroyed. Perhaps it will even help. There's a man, Yoshito Okada, a Kuridan diplomat. He had fled to the Capellan Confederation with Combine state secrets. Now the Confederation guards him as jealously as a child might a cherished pet. I'll bet Kuridan defectors usually don't live very long. Regrettably, I must take my leave of you after this conversation is finished. I have important business I must attend to on Herodotus. And so, I will leave you in the capable hands of Gakko Hironaka of the Galadon Regulars. Here's the Galadon Regulars. Oh. He's a capable man, or so I'm told, and his soldiers have already established a presence on the planet's surface. I'm sure he'll make an excellent field contact. We'll coordinate with him then. I hope that your business on Herodotus proves enjoyable. As do I, Commander. If not enjoyable, then at least diverting. But the odds are good. Herodotus enjoys a very special reputation. And so I will bid you farewell. Chui Hironaka, boy, I'm going to butcher that, guys, I'm sorry, will speak with you himself momentarily. Be well, Commander Solaris. Alright, his image disappears, and Hironaka. So, you're Commander Solaris. Shugo Yamaguchi claims that your mech warriors should prove adequate for the task at hand. I hope that his eagerness to visit his pleasure planet didn't lead him to overstate your virtues. That feeling goes both ways, Hironaka. And don't worry about us. Our mech warriors are more than capable of destroying a slow-moving convoy. In that case, I invite you to prove it to me. You have the convoy's map coordinates shortly. See to it that every vehicle is destroyed and confirm Okata's death. The Galadon regulars will be monitoring your progress. Hironaka out. So you kind of see where why people would immediately think, oh man, these guys are brutal. These guys are mean. You know, they just go and kill off, you know, anybody who defects from them. And at first blush, it really does seem like, man, what the heck's wrong with you? And understandably so. That kind of culture simply doesn't really jive with what American polite society would consider to be a good thing. But actually, it's their culture is very bound in honor. It's not necessarily good or evil, it's honor. And if you swore an oath that you would keep these secrets, and in fact, and you defected, like this guy apparently has done it, then you have proven that you have no honor. You are dishonorable. And in their culture, to be dishonorable is to prove that you are just a terrible person. You've proven to be a liar, a cheat, a thief, an evil person who stabs people in the back. That's what, you know, being dishonorable is all about. So they punish those things very harshly, or at least in the, I should say, in the Draconis Combine. I'm not saying Japanese culture. The Draconis Combine is loosely based on the Japanese culture, which is all about honor. So, and I'm not going to say I'm an absolute expert on Battletech, so if I'm getting some of this stuff wrong, feel free to correct me in the comments. I'm not perfect at this kind of thing. It's more of I really love the game, but I'm not so like conversant in its lore. I'm sort of conversant, but not that much. Okay, your lance will be dropping directly in the path of Okata's convoy. Smash it flat. There can be no survivors. When the defector's death has been confirmed, you will receive your reward. We're in polar climate, so thank goodness for that. We don't have to worry so much about heat as we did at that lunar. But this is a 4 skull. We will, again, be continuing with all the salvage. We've got funds for days. We don't have to worry about it. House Kirita respects your martial prowess, mercenary. Aid us, and we will ensure you are well paid for your efforts. And I would like to get some reputation with the Draconis Combine, so I don't see this as being such a terrible thing. Alright, get rid of the second line. Bring in the first line. And we have all 4 of our primaries. We are ready to go. Let's see what we can do. Oh, incidentally, just to kind of catch you up, I did go to that do that polar contract just on the side, and there wasn't anything interesting. I shot up an assault lance, and I didn't really get anything interesting out of it. Once again, I was really hoping for the Hatchet Man. Nothing came of it. Also, I went to a black market, and I tried that. There were actually a couple of really interesting pieces in the black market, such as a Flamer +++, which was kind of cool. And what else was there? There was like a cockpit mod that was +++. There were some pretty interesting, and like a pretty high-powered PPC too. Or no, not a PPC. Was it a small laser? I don't know, some weapon. They were interesting. I bought them and I kept them. Unfortunately, once again, still no hatchet. Still no Hatchet Man. Not even pieces. let's hope this Lance, who at the convoy and the convoy guards, let's hope these guys have a hatchet man amongst them. According to my scouts, Okada's convoy is already moving through the AO you've touched down in. All you need to do is locate and destroy it. Hironaka. We're no strangers to this sort of work, Hironaka. We'll run recon on the convoy, and once we've got eyes on it, we'll take it out. We shall see. If you do succeed in destroying the convoy, proceed to the extraction point. The Galadon regulars will then take command of the area to confirm your kill. If that's how you want to play it, knock yourselves out. Now let's cut the chatter. We got a job to do.
Let's get to fighting.
Yeah, they are very difficult to work with, by the way. You know, just because, you know, you kind of strive to understand the culture, that doesn't stop them from being kind of jerks. So, okay, so this is... Okay, so this is the convoy, and they're heading up here, I'm assuming. So let's just book it straight there.
What can I do for you?
For some reason, Decker is in front. I don't know why he is. Let's do that, that, and that.
I read you, Commander. Moving out.
And we will make a beeline there as quickly as possible and see if we can't smack this this convoy around before it basically ends up overwhelming us, because ambush convoys are always heavily guarded. There's always like 2 full lances and then the convoy itself. It's heavy duty, really hard to deal with ambush convoy. It's an enjoyable it's an enjoyable fight because it's so difficult.
On my way.
But boy, it is a tough fight. Even with 4 assault mechs, we're gonna have our hands full. That is, if this is a typical ambush convoy mission. Who's to say? Maybe this is gonna go a different way. We don't know.
Don't need to tell me twice.
Roger.
Our target is within sensor range.
There we go. 4 vehicles. A 60, an 80, an 80, and a 60. So maybe 2 bulldogs and 2 demolishers or 2 Shreks, or a demolisher and a Shrek. Something like that? Who knows? There is not a world where I see them. So...
Full throttle. Enemy detected.
Oh dear! That is a really big convoy. That's 2 lances. Okay, that's
Waiting
different.
for orders.
I will admit to being surprised. I don't think I've ever seen a convoy. I don't think I've ever seen a scenario with so many vehicles before. It's kind of cool.
Commencing Alpha Strike.
Yes, very good.
You like that?
I love it, Glitch. Lion's wife. For those of you who missed that episode, I officially declared Lion and Glitch married. There's no mechanics for that in the game or anything like that. It's just that Glitch is so awesome, and I love her to pieces, and so my in-game character is now married to Glitch. And that's all there is to it.
Ready for orders.
Why? Because Glitch is cool. Alright, we have no things there to worry about, so we're just going to pop ourselves into position to be able to support inside this forest, where there is plenty of
Receiving you.
cover and even a little bit of high ground. So this works out. This works out well. You guys coming our way? It's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, some of them are coming this way, some of them are staying on the road. Alright, well, Lion, there is no cover where you're going, so vigilance up, buddy. Alright, even though I am making him a huge target,
Engaging jump jets.
I think this is the way to go. Alright, so we've got Bulldog, LRM Carrier, Shrek Carrier, Manticore, Shrek Carrier, Manticore. Okay, so the nice thing about this is no demolishers. However, this LRM Carrier needs to go. So, target number 1. Goodbye.
Enemy unit destroyed.
LRM carriers and SRM carriers are big, nasty uglies, and so are demolishers and Shrek carriers. Obviously, like any vehicle is something you don't want to ignore, but
I hear ya. You betcha.
but you definitely do not ignore SRM or LRM carriers because they can ruin your world. There we go. Shrek, those PPC carriers of the two Manticores. Yeah, that's definitely the scariest of the bunch. Get him.
Everything I've got.
Primary target is taking damage.
Come on, kill it.
Primary
Nice.
target is taking damage.
Knocked out a vehicle.
One down. Oh, an 80-ton. Demolisher! You... I don't like you. Or, you.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, you have all the shots in the world. That Demolisher is an ugly customer. I think we're going to get on that. We want the left side, so that side. 96. Put it all into that side. You're not putting it all into that side. You're putting it all in the front. Why are you putting it all in the front? Nobody told you to put it all in the front. Absolutely nobody told you to put it all in the front. I know I didn't.
Ready for orders.
Oh, this thing's almost done. Alright. So, we're going to multi-target, and we're gonna... I don't think I'm gonna be able to do enough damage to that Shrek to kill it. But I might be able to do enough to the Bulldog. So we'll go A and B. And we'll put B... one on B. That should be enough to kill that Demolisher. Because I only need one rocket to hit that front part.
Acknowledged.
Maybe... not quite. Nice. Okay, Demolisher down.
One for the scrap heap.
I was hoping I might be able to take out two, but it is what it is. Alright, well, Lion does not have multiple targeting. He could stomp on this thing, but that seems like a waste, because I can just direct a single shot at this thing and it's gone. I think I'm going to go over here, direct a blast at one of these things to kill it. Oh dear. Looks like Glitch is going to need to get a little closer so that she can identify these. I didn't realize I was going to be out of fire. That's not good. Alright, murder you. Oh, I was going to say, holy cow, that Manticore took two of them?
Enemy unit destroyed.
I was about to be impressed. Alright, he comes into the picture. He's gonna shoot me in the back, but I was gonna say, bulldogs aren't that scary, so it should be okay.
Good to go. On my way.
Alright, so. Yeah, that front, all it'll take is just one. So we'll just go A and B. The B will be this large laser. Yeah, it's mostly, it's directed to the front, so it should be okay. Get him, Glitch.
Line him up and I'll shoot him down, Commander.
Get him, Glitch. Alright, and then pop that sucker in the face. You didn't pop that sucker in the face. That's unfortunate. Not horrible. I mean... Ow! Don't you be hitting my baby girl in the face?
That hit hard.
He hit my baby girl in the face.
Good to go.
Alright. A, B, and I don't suppose we've got a C, do we? No, we do not. So we'll just go A, B, B.
Firing on
Wreck
multiple
face.
enemies.
The armed escort is down. Focus your fire and strike the transports.
Yes, Commander.
And we only have one target right now, so we'll just pummel him to pieces.
Reporting. One less vehicle.
Now the question is, what is this Shrek gonna do? Oh, he's coming for me. You're brave. I'll give you that. You're dead, but you're brave. Here, just because, let's be overly cautious. And let's just shoot right there.
Engaging target.
Goodbye.
Inbound, Commander. I'll meet you at the LZ.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Wow. You know, I gotta admit, that was kind of fun. I've never taken on that many vehicles at once, and that was unique. That was kind of cool. Alright, an adequate showing, Commander Solaris. For mercenaries, your people showed remarkable discipline. Glad to hear you're impressed. We'll meet you in orbit to collect our pay. Oliveira out.
Mission successful.
Okay, so it can't be that easy. There's got to be more to it than that. All these things have, like, multiple things to it, right? We'll see. But on the upshot, I mean, that was kind of cool. We got a lot of... killed a lot of things, and we didn't take a lot of damage in return. Yeah, this'll all get, the armor stuff gets repaired, so we should be okay. The internal damage doesn't get repaired, but the armor does. And if it takes internal, then that's out of luck. But the armor usually gets fixed. All right, well, nothing particularly exciting, so we'll just go ahead and take these PPCs and this large laser, and then just whatever we get. It would have been kind of cool if we had been able to get like some better high plus weaponry out of that. That would have been kind of cool. But for what we got, I mean, considering that wasn't that big of a challenge, I think, you know, I am satisfied with that. And I once again forgot to hit my timer. I am bad at the video games. But that didn't take very long. So let's just see, Defector 2. Alright, so let's just see what happens. Commander Solaris, I have unfortunate news. Your quarry has escaped you. Yoshito Okada wasn't a passenger on the convoy that you destroyed after all. Naturally, we'll be withholding your pay until you find and eliminate him. Like hell you will! We put our mech warriors in harm's way based on your intel, Hironaka. If the target wasn't on the convoy, that's on you, not us. We upheld our end of the contract. House Kurita hired you to kill Yoshito Okada. On my honor, you will receive nothing until he is dead. Attend to your task or leave the system in disgrace. It makes little difference to me. The Gallatin regulars will stand ready to succeed where you have failed. Screen cuts to static. It seems that Hironaka has terminated the communication. Huh. You get what he's doing, right? That horse's ass deliberately fed us bad intel. He wanted us to hit the wrong convoy, yeah. He wants us to wash our hands of the job so that his regulars can take all the glory. That is also very typical Draconis Combine. Kurita is notorious for this kind of thing. Because quite often what their idea of honorable is only applies to them. They also consider anybody who's not Draconis Combine to... It's okay to trick them and be deceiving to them because the only true honorable ones is Draconis Combine. So, yeah, I kind of saw this coming. Not like saw it coming, but I was skeptical of how straightforward this was. This is BS, boss. If we do the job, we're working 2 gigs for the price of 1, but if we tell him to screw himself, we don't get paid at all. I'm thinking that we should take option C. We find the building he's broadcasting from, put it under siege, and force the bastard to pay up. If we do that, we tank our reputation with House Kurita. That may not be fair, but it's a fact. Your call, Commander. Do we track down the real Yoshito Okada and finish the job? Or do we make Haranaka pay us for what he owes us at gunpoint? Either way, we're going to have to drop immediately. The Gallatin regulars aren't going to wait around for us to conduct repairs. So we've got 3 choices here. Okay, so Flashpoint decision. Continue the hunt for no additional pay. I won't let this idiot ruin our hard-won reputation with House Kirita. We're going to find Okada ourselves and do this right. We won't get paid for the first one, but actually we will retain our... House Kirita reputation. And actually, I kind of would like that reputation. Getting paid isn't all that exciting. I mean, it's nice and all, but I'm kind of doing this for fun. So either keep our reputation with House Kirita, or force Hironaka to pay you for the work you've already done. We get paid for our work, period. I say we go with Yang's idea and force Hironaka to pay up, or the hell with it. If Hironaka wants to stiff us on a contract, I say we take this whole sorry affair to the Mercenary Review Board. Let them convince House Kirita to pay up. Oh, how interesting. Yeah, because technically they reneged on a contract. I mean, even if they put up, even if they try to say, well, he wasn't there, well, it doesn't matter. You gave the intel, you gave the target, they destroyed the target. That's at least a good faith effort. At the bare minimum, at the outside maximum, then the contract is not only fulfilled because you gave the target, it's your fault you gave bad intel, and not only are they in the wrong, they have to pay us up, and take a hit from the Mercenary Review Board. Ooh. That's tempting. Only problem with that is, once again, we'll tank our reputation with House Kirita. And that's kind of the reason why I did this. Is I want the reputation with House Kirita. Huh. Alright. I have made my decision. And that decision is one that you're going to find out in the next episode. Ha ha ha. Cliffhanger. Oh, what will he do? Yes, guys, that's going to do it for this particular episode. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, do the liking and the subscribing and the commenting down below. You guys are really, really amazingly cool, and I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, everyone, always remember that anyone can be a mouse that roars, but it takes someone special to be a lion that squeaks. So embrace your inner lion and squeak on! What will I do? Will I keep my House Kirita reputation? Will I tank it and go for the money? Will I bring it up with the Mercenary Review Board? Man, honestly, all 3 of them are really attractive options. Have I really made my decision?